if I wanted to talk about it, man, I want to talk about it at a place that really is kind of cool. I really enjoy the fact that everyone loves this table. It's kind of the center of the Holistic Law Studios. It's almost like David, the statue David was for, for the city of Florence. It almost feels because everyone that walks in this room just sees this table, and it's like their souls just fall out of their chest. And so I built this table with the idea that I was going to do a podcast, right? And so then the podcast, that became the question of, well, what's the podcast name going to be? And so that became a big issue as I built the table and built the sawhorses. And then I said, well, I need to have a place that I record this podcast. And that, I mean, it was an awesome room. It's just like this. It's got some exposed brick and just kind of like that. Actually, I liked the heart of pine flooring that was there. It's just magnificent. And so the issue came that there wasn't enough space. And so this particular office space had been vacant for a while on the third story, and I just happened to sit down with the building owner and said, hey, let me know if anyone's interested in that space on the third floor. I might be interested in that in the future. And he kind of stopped and he said, well, what's keeping you from getting it now? And I said, well, I'm not ready for it. He said, well, what if you were ready for it in a year and had it now? And I said, well, what if it doesn't work? He said, then we'll just figure it out. He said, he said, it's empty anyway, and if you're interested, you've been here for a while, and I'll let you we'll figure it out. And so it actually worked out really, really well that I had this burning desire to have a place where we could have kind of a communal talking facilitation, and so there's rooms that we can do group spaces, probably fit about 30 people in those. And from the Inch law practice, then around that time broke away what at the time was called traumainformedlaw.com, which really started as I went to some seminars and started learning more and more and more about the trauma focus that I'm doing.